Welcome, welcome to my GH Daily Recap channel. Please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I am having some voice issues. I was choking earlier, and you know how sometimes you just takes you hours to recover, and that's what's happening now. So I'm going to try to get through this recap as best I can. This daily recap is for Monday, February the 12th, 2024. Monday, February the 12th. Well, Martin brings Laura some adoption paperwork. Guess what, y'all? Nicholas went to jail. Go figure, right? He's probably in Pentonville. Heather's going to get a hold of him. But you know, they never have that actor on the show for very long, do they? He's in and out. He's in and out. He's out right now. But guess what? He'll only be in jail for not even a year. But anyway, Martin says that instead of Laura being Ace's temporary guardian, she needs to be his adoptive parent. Because she says, look, no one ever thought that Cyrus would get out of jail, but he's out. He says, now, Heather should never be able to get out of jail, but stranger things have happened. He says, you need to have a stronger legal claim over Ace than just his guardian. So she and Kevin took some time. They talked. And ultimately, by the end of the show, they decided that yes, that is who they are. They will do what is best, no matter what their age is. They will do what is best for Ace and to keep him safe. So, we kind of knew that was going to happen. And let's face it, Esme ain't dead, even though she ain't getting her kid back. But Spencer will be back and Nicholas will be back in a year. So all she's going to do is take care of Nicholas's son for a year. That's nothing. Laura has taken care of little Spencer for years. And even when she sent him to boarding school, she was still there, stayed there for a year when he broke his leg. Come on now. So the next thing is Tracy and Gregory. They're in the Metro Court having lunch. And Robert and Diane are having lunch. Diana's trying to talk him into going to the opera with her, or ballet, one of the two. Either way, it's not him. So he was definitely like, nope, not going. Find somebody else, right? And she said, well, tell the truth, I asked Alexis first, but she can't make it. So they witness. Lucy comes in, takes some bread off of a table where people are sitting, and throws the bread at the back of Tracy. Hit her in the back of the head, like, the neck, head area, and breadcrumbs all over. Oh, see, that would have been some fighting words. Or actually, that would have been some fighting action, right? But Tracy is like, what on earth is wrong with it? You're lucky that's all you get, not that, Lucy. Tracy can mop you up with her eyes closed. Mop her up, right? But anyway, she starts, talking about, you had the nerve to, tell Marty blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, but I also told him that, yeah, I was behind it because you and Scott had a plan that you were going to try to swindle me out of my shares of deception. She said, so yeah, I definitely did it. But I had a change of heart and I told Martin everything. Well, a lot of good that did you. So Tracy's like, well, you should be fine. Well, when we were broken up, and she caught herself. And Tracy's like, oh, wait a minute. And then Tracy started busting up. She said, oh, you went back to true Lucy Cole form. You did sleep with Scott. Well, Marty and I had broken it. None of your business. So Tracy says, see, You and Scott cannot just stay away from each other. You can't. For some reason, you guys are always drawn right back into each other's orbit. So she was just busting up, right? And Lucy's like, you won't get away with it. Tracy's like, psh, look, I apologized. And Gregory's like, excuse me, Gregory's like, well, Tracy, do you think you could gloat just a little bit less? And Tracy looked at him and said, oh, I don't know, I guess so. So she says something to Lucy, and Lucy goes storming off. But, my thing with that is Martin should let Tracy, Gregory, I said Martin, Gregory. Gregory should let Tracy be Tracy. So you don't tell her, yeah, you could be a positive influence on someone without making them look like you Geppetto and they Pinocchio. Say this, smile. That is not Tracy. Let Tracy be Tracy. She'll be nice if she wants to be nice. But don't try to have her apologizing to people and they stand right. No, no, right? That's the only part I didn't like. And then we have Trina shows up at the gallery. Now Ava has already hired another assistant, but Trina thought I needed to get out the house. I just needed to come here. She really wanted to be around Ava. That's really what she wanted. But she's trying to hang up a picture and drops it and breaks the frame. And it's an expensive piece. And Ava's like, look, that's what insurance is for. And Dex is there. Sonny has Dex and Frank there to look over, guard Ava. However, Frank is there to watch Dex, right? And so Dex goes, okay, I will. She goes, Dex, can you take this painting into the back to my assistants and let her know to send it off to be repaired? And he goes, sure thing, Mr. Rome. So he takes it back to the back. Frank follows him. See, Dex should know something's up. Why is Frank? He's supposed to be looking after Ava, not me, right? So Brick is in Sonny's office, and now his new background check on Dex shows that after Sonny got shot at after I guess the pool shooting, because remember, he investigated Dex after the warehouse shooting and Dex came up clean. But now after the pool shooting, they didn't investigate Dex again. Well, he says now there was a large deposit into Dex's account after the Metro Court shooting. And then there was a large account a couple days ago after the island, Puerto Rico shooting. He says, so it looks like Dex is telling somebody your whereabouts and telling them all your vulnerable spots, which we all know that's not what's happening. Brick is coming up with that as a viable solution or possible what's happening. And he told Sonny, he goes, Sonny, these are just theories. But Sonny says, yeah, but then he slams his phone down. But you got something there, which, from the surface, it looks like that. He doesn't know that Carly is having, especially this last go round, Carly, actually, no. Carly and Michael, or Carly had Michael promise to look after Sonny after that Metro Court shooting when she thought they could have been shooting at Sonny. And they got Dex on board, right? So, anyhow, now Dex is getting ready to get hung up, by his toenails, hanging from a tree because Sonny had Frank bring Dex out the gallery, and Frank has Dex under his arm, and Dex like, what's going on? He goes, let's go. The ball, we're change of plans. So he gets in the car, and Frank puts him in the back seat with Sonny, and Dex looks at him and says, hey, boss, what's going on? And he goes, we're going for a little ride. So we're gonna see, but come on now, Dex is not gonna be killed right now. We already know that because the truth is getting ready to come out that Michael hired him. But I think the actual whole story we'll see. The whole story might come out. Jocelyn went to go look for Dex. She was meeting Trina at the gallery. She finds Trina, and Trina's crying, saying, I came back to work too soon. Or she wasn't crying. She was just sad. And Jocelyn was comforting her. And there was a very tender scene between Ava and Trina. Very tender scene. Ava loves her just like a daughter, right? So she goes, something smells like peppermint. And so she goes, yeah, Dex. Or Ava said, your boyfriend, or Trina said, your boyfriend made us this tea. She goes, hey, where is Dex? She goes, no, Ava said that. And Ava says, I don't know. He left in kind of a hurry. So watch, Jocelyn will be the one to save him. Even though how would she know where Sonny's going to take him? Only Jason knows the little pine grove spots where they take people to kill them, right? Um, and then what else was a really good scene? Nina is up to no good. She had she said there's a water leak up to one of the suites above, or one of the rooms above, and it messed up everything down here, and the water got into the wall, so they had to tear up everything to make sure there's no mold and it doesn't spread. And oh yeah, this is going to take a good, I don't know, few days to get it fixed. And Carly says, oh yeah, when you know the deadline to get the episode or the issue out is in a day. So she goes, and so she goes, you can't just disrupt the office. She goes, yeah, well, for safety, I for the safety of the tenants and my clients, and yes, I absolutely do. So Cardi says, what do you think Olivia would have to say about this? She goes, Olivia could override me, but by the time she does, and we go and try to have everything put back the way it was, it could take even longer. So, and I think they're checking for water. See, because she knows that it didn't happen. If I were Carly, I would go to Olivia to find out, or Drew, what unit had the flood. See, I would verify all of that, but I wouldn't put it past Lena to turn on water in the bathroom and let it see. She would do damage to her own hotel just to get Carly. So Carly is like, well, what did she say? Oh, Nina, what about all those employees you care so much about? The editors and the workers. She goes, they all have backups all over the cloud. They haven't lost anything. Don't you know that? And Cardi says, yeah, I do know that. But by the time we piece everything together, that would take a good day. So I think that she had a 2-day deadline. That would take a good day. So we've lost a day. And Nina goes, whew. Like I said, I'm responsible for the hotel. And Drew looks at Nina, and Carly says, you know what? I don't have time for this. I have a magazine to put out. My whole thing is everything is really backed up. Carly has a laptop. Where's the laptop? See, Crimson offices and Aurora offices were never on the same floor. Go upstairs, relocate in Aurora, one of Aurora's offices. Heck, even if you got to share Drew's office with him, you got a laptop, get on your laptop. And here's the deal. Everything can be done remotely pretty much. Have your editors all work from home. They would love that. Pulling everything from the cloud and getting it all together. Because the ads are already there. The layout is already there. Carly was just talking about how good that issue's looking. So there's not a lot to do. You just got to think fast, get to work, and get it done. Whatever needs to be done does not have to be done right there. They don't print the magazine in that office. So it's all is not lost at all. So Cardi says, I've got to go. I've got a magazine to get out. So she leaves. And Nina's just looking at Drew. You see that face, that smug face, like, yeah, I did it. Mm. So Drew says, you know what, Nina? You, excuse me, you keep coming after us. You keep trying to sabotage. You're playing with fire. He's something to that effect, almost like you playing with fire, you get ready to get burnt. But he said another little saying like that. And he told her, I'm going to see to it. And she's just looking at him like, try. Because I'm going to do something else. And then she brought up, I'm sick and tired of everybody trying to make me to be the piranha when you and Carly were the one that broke the law. See, that's Nina. She threw that up. She threw that out there. I am with Drew on this. Nina needs to pay. Taking that magazine, she hasn't learned nothing. Nothing. Everything needs to go. Everything needs to be taken from her. From her half of the Metro Court. So we guess that's not what she gave Cyrus. We still don't know, but it wasn't her part of the Metro Court, right? And she's just trying to think of so she even told the contractor, she says, when do you think all this will be done? He says, oh, everything will be done in a day. Because see, there was no water damage. None. She goes, oh, no. That just won't do. She opens up her purse, pulls out 100. She goes, I need you to take as long as you need to take to make sure this is done right. And she's got the little $100, and everything. Handed it to him, and he goes, oh, gotcha. Very well. And she just, like, yeah, what else can I do? It's going to come back to haunt her, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I would hardly sit and allow this woman to come up with sabotage after sabotage. And here's the deal. I would just move to a whole new building. I really would. Because someone said at Comic Corner, they wouldn't have put it past Nina to bug the offices. I wouldn't put it past her either. Wouldn't put it past her at all. So there would be no way she would control any part of my operation. So we shall see. We shall definitely see. And Drew, because Carly said, oh, Carly's down. She finds Diane, and she's telling Diane what's happening. And Drew comes and he goes, okay, Diane, so now what can we do to make Nina pay? How can we get back at Nina? And Carly's like, no. Our focus cannot be getting back at Nina. Our focus has to be getting this magazine issue out, Drew. That's the focus. And it's going to take everything we got to get this, to accomplish this. He goes, you're right. But I'm gonna leave you here with Diane. Maybe y'all can figure out something. He leaves. He's thinking, I ain't leaving that alone. So he's making a call to somebody saying, okay, I want all Nina supporters identified, whether they're advertisers or whatever. He goes, and we're going to make sure that none of them are going to be supporting her ever again. So good. Let's see what damage Drew could do. Hey. So That's it. That's it, everybody. For the daily recap of General Hospital Comment Corner. Comment Corner is really good. But you know what? Let me see if I can get through a little bit of this Comment Corner. Let's see what I could do. Let me go to Comment Corner. I'll do like 5 minutes of Comment Corner, everybody. See if I can get through this without sounding crazy. Clemmy says Drew is not going to stop going after Nina and he's going to lose Carly. NK Rose says, I think Dex was paid in cash by Michael in the beginning. Yeah, but that was more than a year ago when Dex first came on the scene. Michael was giving him envelopes, but you know what? He had to deposit it in the bank somehow. Then Denzel says, GH last week, Friday was a good episode, but Wednesday is definitely when the secret comes out. But Monday and Tuesday is where Sonny kidnaps Dex. And I like the date between Jordan and Brick. I see some connection, but they're both on opposite sides of the law, so I don't see them as a couple. Or I could be wrong. I'm glad Brick got the info of Dex and reported it straight to Sonny. I'm glad Carly told Long Neck Drew not to get revenge on Nina, but Drew's not gonna listen. Kim says, where's Miss Wu? Nobody is talking about that. I know. Karen says, I thought about her too. Dacia says, if Nina keeps pushing Carly to the point of which there's no return, Carly will get tired of Nina's plots against her. Sonny will leave Nina and divorce her. He won't have anything to do with her anymore. Dacia says the FBI agent's going to feel like John has a personal vendetta against Sonny. He'll be taken off the case. Everybody that's come to town has had a personal vendetta against Sonny. Jackie says Spinelli worked more for Jason. He got on Sonny's nerves. He sure did. And Brick said Dex couldn't afford to pay for the drinks. And then I am says, love how your mind works. How your minds work. Daily recap team. Brenda was never a villain. Yep, I thought so. She was always well loved except by Carly. Carly was always jealous of her, Jason and Sonny's relationship. Brenda was best friends with Lois and Robin, and well loved by the Qs. I am says the FBI is slow. Jagger didn't know about the attempted hit on the island. Jagger blames Sonny for his failed marriage. Karen was clean when she married him. Karen never visited Scott. I thought she is dead. Jagger allowed the jealous to override Stone's AIDS and death. Stone got AIDS from his ex-girlfriend, who was a drug addict. Nothing to do with Sonny. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then him and Robin got together and he gave it to Robin. Liam says, if Nina really loves Crimson, she would have bought it. She had multiple opportunities, but felt comfortable having autonomy and a boss. Drew is stepping over boundaries. I'm thinking he has the right to his revenge, but he needs to move in silence. I know. I'm going back to thinking Jerry Jacks or Sky and her daughter are the gun runners. Now, Sky would never have anything to do with that. But you know what, everybody, that's it. All I'm going to do for Comment Corner. Please, everybody, go back to all the rest of the comments and read and comment on them, back and forth, the way we do it. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap of General Hospital.